Weird things we did while we were in a polygamous cult, part 11.
In the polygamous cult that we were in, we all were required to have a bank account that was owned and operated by the church, which we talked a little bit about that in the last video. But how did the members get cash out, right? Because we didn't have credit cards, we didn't have debit cards. The only card I ever had or saw was a gas card, specifically used for gas to gas up your car. So there was a system of how we would get money out, cash out from the bank, and they also had a I don't even know how to explain this out. There's green card, yellow card, blue card. Okay, so I had a green card, which means I had the least amount of money. Then the yellow card was a step up from that, and then a blue card. So blue card. So how would you explain that to them? Like it's you don't have to get authorized as much with the blue card. You have more access to money.
Yeah. So basically, a blue card started with a number, your account number or whatever card number started with an 8. Yellow was 7, and then green was 6. So if somebody saw what was your card?
60351.
Yeah. So they already know she's a green card. So she would have to get permission from her parents, from the card line, the bank, for every single purchase that she made. Another thing to know about the numbered men is that normally they would have blue cards because they had a bunch of savings, but their wives and all of the mothers of their children would have next to no money, so they had a green card and they couldn't access anything because they paid for anything. The men paid for nothing most of the time. So yellow card, it was, you had a lot more freedom with it. Like I think that there would be these lists in the order stores. Do you remember when you worked there or no?
There were people that were blacklisted, like at the very bottom, that said don't allow them to purchase anything.
Yeah, because they didn't have any money and it was not going to go through, because on Sundays card line was closed, so people would go, or some people would go try to spend money on Sunday, being like, oh yeah, don't worry, tomorrow I'll have it, and they didn't have it. But so basically a blue card, if they see that it starts with an 8, they know that they have enough money to be approved for everything. They don't even have to ask, they just run it through. My mom had a blue card when I was growing up because she lived with my grandma after my dad died and before she got remarried. So she was able to save a bunch of money that way.
We talked about how they'll put you on waiting lists, like they won't even let you get access to your money. I think it depends on the time, because when they lost the mine and they were struggling for money, everyone was struggling for money. It wasn't just if you had a green card. They were like advising everyone to turn in as much money as they could. They were putting people on. I mean, I even remember when Esco was still in, like the year he was trying to leave, they put him on a list where he couldn't even get Christmas presents. He didn't know if he was going to even get cash out to get his family gifts because they were hard. It was a hard time for money that year, whatever. So it really depends on whatever the leadership wants, honestly. And so, but I wanted to walk you guys through what it's like to actually get cash out. Because, for example, I was on a green card, so I would have to call a card line. That's what it's called. You call the lady that works at the office, which is the bank for the order, and you say, hey, can I get an add-on for, let's say, $20? And they'll ask you, what's it for? You know, and they make sure. For us, we had to get our parents' permission. So I don't know if they had to call first or what, but I remember having my half brother pretend to be my mom, and then they were like, he's like, can Amanda get an add-on? And they were like, Lori needs to call, and he was like, I am Lori. Then again, they're like, as I said before, Lori needs to go. Anyway, so if you can get past the first phase where they let you get an add-on, then you go into the office. So they after you get the add-on, you get the authorization number, which usually starts with an R, the letter R. So then you get your slip, you get the authorization number, you write the authorization number R17695, you go into the office, which has the cash. It's so much work, and I swear they make it this way so it's hard for you to get your money out. You go in to get your $20, you have to write down what it is you need it for, you have to sign it, and then the person at the front desk will give you your $20. And so I worked at the office, and at the front desk they said you were only allowed to give out $500 a day. And so I would give you money, I remember.
Yes. So when she says $500 a day, she doesn't mean per person. She means like throughout the whole group, only $500 cash.
Yeah. And they wanted, just to clarify, if they wanted anything bigger, they had to go through someone more important than me, higher up than me.
Amanda would help me get money out and would get $40 through her by saying like, oh yeah, my mom approved it, and I would show her a text from my mom.
And we would put fake authorizations down. Paul's daughter taught me that you just put a fake authorization number down for a small amount, and they wouldn't catch that, and it would go through.
Yeah. So she would give me the money, and then she would go take the money and get a phone for me. But
because we weren't allowed to have phones.
Yeah, it was a secret flip phone. Because this add-on, like the cash, it's our money. It's our money.
And we felt like we were stealing from ourselves. Like
right.
The authorization number still takes it out of your account. I think it just depends on the family you're in. If you're closely related to Paul, you have easier access to your money. Also, if you're a numbered man, you have easier access to your money. If you want to know what a numbered man is and what it takes to become a numbered man in the order, go to the next episode in the series on my channel.